on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana, Joe IA Stadium, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will go to work first. Play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The pitch to the left. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Working the middle, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
He's tackled at the 36. Make some noise. Get on your feet. Get loud, Bulldog fans. It's 3rd.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. Caught behind the line. It's Bradford. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the back. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his tight end. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He'll keep it himself. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Gilliam. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pop the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Rides it and reads it. Keeps it. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Hilltoppers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Red pass, it's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
On the ground, it's Bradford. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick release by the QB. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
221 wing, 221 wing. Fly, trumpet.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Went to the running game on 3rd down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to...
It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Leaves it with the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over USF. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the grab over the middle. And he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The corners are walked up tight. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. On a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Bulldogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and bring it back. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Zings it complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Jukes his way for more. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Hilltoppers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. They will score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Hilltoppers will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle, and Soto.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Bully ball on third and short. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Got his man on the outside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They've got the screen set up. He breaks a tackle. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to USF. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls it, fired complete. Turning it on. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. The Hilltoppers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He'll do it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. The quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Hilltoppers are on the move. Motion from the back. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Now on the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Sends it back in motion. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Running back the ball carrier. Loses 3.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Ash. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ash. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
First down for your Bulldogs.
Gives it on the option. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense.
Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 25 to USF. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Touch pass on the run. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Brings up second down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as down play turned into a disaster.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Rides the back on the option, the give. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it committed.
There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Makes the catch. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
He's going for the goal line, and he will score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A good break there as the penalty gives them the 3rd down conversion. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Dad. I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
The Hilltoppers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Hilltoppers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Let's go. Ready, go.
Give to the running back. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A tough 3rd down spot here. A lot of yards to cover. Field is condensed. Ball is at the 10. They'll go to the fullback. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start